Let me share a profound insight. A woman will never truly respect a man who sacrifices his identity merely to retain her proximity. The more you pursue, the less she esteems you. The more you plead for her notice, the more she dismisses it. What astonishes most men is this. It's your absence, not your presence, that accelerates her pulse. And if you fail to grasp this principle today, you'll devote your existence to offering everything while gaining nothing. So remain engaged until the conclusion, because this could be the revelation you've long anticipated. 1. Attachment isn't love, it's fear. Men frequently mistake attachment for love. They believe phoning her 10 times daily, messaging her hourly, monitoring her social media incessantly demonstrates devotion. But consider the reality. Attachment is typically fear masquerading as tenderness, fear of desertion, fear of inadequacy, fear of solitude. Initially, she may find it endearing. She may respond positively to your focus. But gradually, unwittingly, she begins to sense something else. She begins to perceive that you cannot function without her. That your stability hinges completely on her responses. And in that instant, a shift occurs. She no longer views you as resilient. She views you as vulnerable. And vulnerable men do not inspire respect. Reflect on this. A woman reveres a man who is complete independently, who requires no ongoing affirmation to maintain equilibrium. But when she detects that her quiet disrupts your serenity or her response dictates your disposition, she feels no security with you, she feels encumbered by you, that encumbrance intensifies. And once it intensifies, she'll withdraw. Not because she lacks concern, but because her regard for you is diminishing. Genuine love involves no desperation. It's about selecting each other voluntarily without apprehension. When you release the need for her endorsement to feel whole, you demonstrate fortitude. You demonstrate restraint. That's when she experiences something profound, respect. 2. Detachment creates attraction, not distance. Most men assume proximity fosters attraction. That constant availability, perpetual readiness to provide, will deepen her affection. But attraction flourishes not in unrelenting closeness. It flourishes in tension in space, in the unknown. Detachment isn't about neglecting her or manipulating dynamics. It's about retreating into your own essence. It's about proving that your existence doesn't revolve around her whims, that you possess your own realm, your own purpose, your own tranquility. And when you redirect your vitality inward, a transformation begins. She starts pondering you. She starts inquiring, why hasn't he reached out? What's occupying his mind? That curiosity is where attraction emerges. Feminine energy is captivated by enigma. It's not the assurance of predictability that thrills her. It's the intrigue of partial unknowing. Detachment restores that intrigue. Abruptly, you're no longer foreseeable. You're not her emotional marionette. You're your own man. And that is when she begins gravitating toward you. Not because you implored, but because your reserve lured her in. 3. Pleasing destroys respect. Here's a difficult truth. Being excessively accommodating, excessively accessible, excessively compliant doesn't cultivate her respect. It renders you uninteresting. It renders you foreseeable. And foreseeable men forfeit their allure. Many men presume that acquiescing to everything, perpetually adapting, evading discord entirely, will secure her devotion. But what they truly secure is her subtle disillusionment. Because instinctively, she seeks no man who yields. She seeks a man who endures. Consider it thus. When you surrender everything to preserve harmony, she may express gratitude. She may offer a smile, but she won't revere you. Because reverence arises not from ease. It arises from resilience. It arises from unpredictability. From the man who occasionally refuses. From the man whose universe doesn't cater to her every whim. A woman reveres a man who astonishes her with his autonomy, who requires no validation to thrive. Pleasing may procure fleeting warmth, but it never secures enduring reverence. For detachment is self-respect, not cruelty. Many misconstrue detachment. They assume it's about indifference, discourtesy, or emotional withdrawal. But authentic detachment isn't about penalizing her. It's about safeguarding yourself. It's about acknowledging when you've overextended, when your serenity has been jeopardized, and reclaiming it. Detachment declares, I value you, but I value myself equally. It declares, I cherish you, but not beyond my own integrity. That's not cruelty. That's self-respect. The reality is, individuals only revere what eludes full mastery. If she knows your affection is assured regardless of her conduct, she will ultimately undervalue it. But when you detach, when you serenely restore your equilibrium, you signal that your companionship is not gratuitous. It's merited. That quiet, that separation impacts her more profoundly than any argument because she recognizes you're unafraid of her departure. You're afraid of your own erosion. And that awareness alters her perception of you. 5. The power to walk away speaks louder than words. You can discourse endlessly. You can articulate your value. You can debate your entitlement to respect. But nothing resonates more than departing quietly, composedly, without theatrics. When you exit because your principles were violated, you reveal something exceptional. That you're unbound by her approval. That solitude holds no terror for you. That you prioritize yourself over her focus. And that authority unsettles her because suddenly the man she assumed would persist indefinitely vanishes. And now she's the one contemplating how to reclaim what slipped away. Walking away isn't about strategic poise. It's about declining to linger where you're undervalued. And that boundary enforces respect in a manner no oration ever could. 6. Emotional control is real masculine power. A woman perpetually observes how you manage stress. She observes your response when she's distressed, when she challenges you, when tensions peak. If you crumble, if you overreact, if you dissolve in her turmoil, she cannot wholly revere you. But if you stay composed, unwavering, undisturbed, she senses something profound. Trust. Masculine power isn't about vociferation. It's not about dominating her. It's about mastering yourself. Emotional control means experiencing fury without erupting, enduring sorrow without fracturing, embracing affection without self-erasure. That's resilience. That's discipline. And consider this. Rarity breeds value. Most men either escalate or withdraw. Few maintain composure, steadiness, presence regardless of circumstances. And that's why emotional control renders you compelling. It draws her nearer not through mandate, but because your aura feels secure and formidable. In the end, respect isn't secured through pursuit, accommodation, or desperation. It's secured in quietude, in boundaries, in discipline. A woman only reveres a man who conveys, I desire you, but I don't require you. So internalize this. Respect isn't gained by pursuing more intensely. It's gained when you detach, when you maintain your stance, when you prove that your serenity is inviolable. A woman only reveres a man who demonstrates through quietude and self-mastery that he selects her but doesn't depend on her. If this video resonated with you, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the truth about human behavior and relationships. Drop a comment below saying, I choose self-respect, to lock this message into your mind. And share this with a friend who needs to hear it right now.